for in the intro that we put like a funny picture of Philly or like something with Philly in it instead of just the group shot.
Philly is in.
No,
Philly
what
is
we
in.
do is no, what we do is we put a milk carton inside saying "Missing Philly."
That'll be fun to do.
You know.
Yeah. We'll discuss that further later.
Actually, what I was thinking about doing was having like special days. I'm never gonna announce when they're gonna happen. I was thinking about having special days where like special episodes have like a random addition to the animation.
Yeah.
Like I already have an idea for like a horror themed version of the same animations.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
It's
you guys.
The intro is designed to be flexible, so it can be edited and changed.
Gotcha. Yeah, as long as you guys are able to handle responsibility. Yeah, audience, like for the past year or two of this podcast, like they had the person least qualified to be doing this editing stuff, do the editing stuff, you know.
Practice, man, practice.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. But
yeah, Austin had his chance. He's failed his country.
He was so hyped up to talk about Luke Cage having his hair.
Like we'll just hold off on the Luke Cage topic until we get to a certain point, and if he's not here, then he's not here.
Well, it's a good thing we have a more popular topic to talk about tonight.
But all right, I guess we might as well get us started. Welcome to Comic Phanatic Live. You're here with me, Cryptid Secret 415. Hey, don't bother me. I'm eating my fish heads and broccoli right now, so go ahead.
Yes, and you're with me, Jake Tylenol, the one, the only, as far as I'm aware. So.
Currently, Bricky Wall is dead, so I'm taking his spot. I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and he pissed on the moon, you idiot!
Yes, he did. And together we form the Fanatics -1, and we talk about the news and reviews of the week. On our Monday shows, we talk about the news, hence the title, Fanatic Night News. We have a couple of very cool topics for today, such as the Sonic Movie 3 trailer, which has recently come out, to much hype and excitement. We also have some Karate Kid stuff, some Twisted Wonderland stuff going on. Thor produced a male child, or at least he did long ago, and now it's relevant again. So, that's pretty cool. But yeah, we got so much more in store for you guys, and we're happy to bring it to you. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out, especially if you leave a comment so the algorithm knows, hey, we're interesting enough. But I think that's everything I can remember. Oh, yes, we also have a playlist of all our movie reviews, such as the legendary Aquaman 2 review, which you can find on the channel, Comic Fanatics Aquaman review. But yeah, with that said, which has the socials, because I always forget.
Yes, well, I watched another trailer for Sonic. I will talk about the socials. First of all, subscribe to the goddamn YouTube the YouTube channel. It's not that goddamn hard. All you gotta do is just press a little button, and then if you want to be ever so kind, you can press the notification bell. That's like right next to it. We don't have like a members page yet, so we can't even do that. We can't press that yet. But if you want to help out to get to that point, press subscribe. You can also follow us on Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69. We do post the links to the show on there. Sometimes if you're lucky, we'll post memes or art on there whenever the person who runs the account actually wants to do that, or when they remember to. But if you don't want to follow that, first of all, you're lame. But second of all, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. And then if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you can follow me at witch_of_Jotunheim. That's with a U this time. You never know what's going to happen to TikTok, so follow the Instagram as well. But if you want to follow me on Tumblr, you can follow me at, you want to guess? North Star Aria. Exactly. You can also follow me on Blue Sky as well at North Star Aria. And yeah. And I have a lot of other socials, but I'm too lazy right now. But another thing you could do is, Jake, tell us where you are right now.
Right now we're on the sea back to Motunui, but Metro Nui. I'm sorry, we stopped by Motunui, but we're on the way back. Hopefully it'll be a short trip, but I make no promises.
And like I said, Bricky Wall is dead at the moment. We'll bring him back later. And Cryptid's in the same spot as always. And again, we don't know where Philly is.
Yeah. So, But other than that, I say we get into the episode.
So. Okay. Gotcha.
I forgot. I forgot you. I forgot who was hosting. Yeah. Starting us off, we have The Karate Kid Legends. Apparently will take place 3 years after the Cobra Kai series going on right now, that I hope to God ends soon, because I can't take much more of this drama than they do. But, that's what it is. That's pretty much all I'm aware of. Was there anything more to this? Hello?
I don't know. I don't know Karate Kid lore that well.
Okay, well, I mean, the only other person who would is not answering. But yeah, in terms of how I feel about this, I guess it means hopefully we get some passing mention.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully we get some passing mention of the Cobra Kai series, so we just have it officially set in stone. This happened. I'm not really sure how this is gonna really. I'm still curious to where Danny's gonna be mentally at the end of this series. I guess he's going to be. I'm hoping he's gonna be a more refined sensei. I guess more personable with the kids. Well, with the new kid, I guess. But yeah, outside of that, the implications of this are kind of small for me right now. It just basically gives us a time and place of when Karate Kid Legends takes place. But yeah, it's just me. Cryptid, do you have any thoughts?
No.
No. All right. Well, it seems like he's missing. So with that said, I guess we'll move on to the next one. Oh, hey, what's up? Nope, he's gone.
He needs to upgrade his audio equipment.
He needs to stop using the headphones. We know over this. Those headphones are terrible.
No more headphones.
Yeah. Do you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Stop using headphones.
Yeah.
That's what I get for buying $5 headphones at a garage sale, audience.
No shit.
Anyway. Okay, but anyway, going back to this news, right? Yeah, I think this whole time jump thing is just a way of them kind of like subtly wiping the slate clean, so that the general public doesn't feel like they're required to watch what happened in Cobra Kai, Which, I guess we kind of had to expect that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really much to say about it. It's really, it really just kind of is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing you could hope for is a reference to Karate Kid. To Cobra Kai. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's the best you're going to get, man. An offhanded comments.
Yeah. So, but yeah, here's hoping. But yeah, I'm interested in it, but I'm not really excited in it until I see a trailer. So that's what it is.
Gotcha. Well, that's what it is. So, all right, we can move on to the next topic. While I fix my headphones.
I would
don't use your headphones. Yay! It's my turn. So after 3 long years of radio silence, we have finally gotten an announcement and a date for the Twisted Wonderland anime. How we feeling, y'all?
I don't have any vested interest in this much.
Well, I'm excited that you're excited, which
the question is how do you feel about it? That's what I guess the question is.
So we got this announcement online. I first saw it on Twitter because of course I did, and then I also saw it on Instagram. And the announcement date is October of next year, so October of 2025, and it's gonna be based off of the manga because there is manga, y'all's. The first, I'm assuming first episode or first season or so is gonna be Heart's Lobule, which is for our lovely boy Riddle, the one with the red hair. and then it's gonna go to Savannah Claw with Leona and his gang, and then Octonaville with freaking Azul. I couldn't think of names for a moment, but it's gonna follow the manga, so we're gonna get live action. Not live action, the animated versions of some of the manga only characters. So all of the U characters. So I'm excited for that. We've waited a while for this, and guess what? My patience pays off. See, patience is a virtue, y'all.
There you go. You know,
virtue. But yeah,
reward which first patience, audience.
I don't like being patient if I don't need to be. But I'm really excited about this because, like I said, a lot of us have been waiting years for this. And unlike a certain other anime studio, I know we're probably gonna get it. And don't ask me to answer names on who's working on this. I don't really want to look into that right now because that's too much work.
So, what are you most excited about this? Or what
I'm
do you hope
just
the show?
Well, obviously, I'm just excited to have it. So, because I've been waiting here a long time. I can't wait. Like, I don't know who they're going to have for an English dub, if we have an English dub. But we're probably going to have an English dub. But, I think they're going to keep the original VAs from the game. And I know the shipping is going to go wild. Because if anyone knows anything about fandoms, yeah, you know what's going on in the fandoms, especially if you have a fandom that has a primarily femme audience. It's gonna be a little bit wild with the shipping. Trust, I've been around fandom for a while. I know my fandom. So don't underestimate me, man.
Yep.
So I'm excited. October 2025. We have to wait less than a year, and I'm hyped. Maybe then we'll get more conclusion on book 7. Jesus Christ. Book 7's stressing me out already, and I haven't even gotten there yet.
Gotcha. But, alright then. Any more thoughts on this Switch?
No, but I am really excited. You should have seen my reaction when we actually got the announcement.
Oh yeah, I still saw your posted reactions on that in our private.
Yep. I'm like,
yay!
I was like, suck my dick, everyone.
Yeah. So, alright then. I guess with that, we can move on to the next topic, Jake.
I use this because it was a sad Transformer, but
what happened, man? What happened?
Hasbro is no longer funding the Transformers movies. They don't make enough profit to justify it, apparently. So, that guy, whoever was the trailer director, fire him. Hang him by his balls.
Yeah. Force him to put that trailer on his resume for any future job interviews. Audience.
Yeah. And then tell him the box office had suffered because of it. So, This doesn't mean you won't get Transformer stuff. It just means that Hasbro will no longer finance the film product, basically. So, it's going to have to be in-house funding. Probably means that we'll get cheaper movies, which, maybe in the long run will be better because it means they'll have to pay more attention to, what they're doing. I could hope. And I don't know if this means we're just gonna maybe we'll get more Transformers games in the future. I remember reading that somewhere, but yeah, it was still So Hasbro's gonna I'm reading it now. Hasbro's gonna instead just focus on Transformers video games. So they want to do that, sure. But when it comes to movies, well, they might look a little cheaper these days. How much so?
Okay.
Yeah, that is just so tragic. Because if you saw that last Transformers movie, audience, it was more than meets the eye. Having one of the greatest scenes for me in cinematic history, seeing Optimus and Megatron embrace their roles at the end. I still watch that scene over again to this day.
Yeah, it's and I was rewatching the whole their first and final fight between them is amazing. The final battle, I was like, this is great. Yeah. This is great stuff.
Yeah. One died a hero, the other lived long enough to be a villain, audience. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah.
But it is what it is. Transformers will still be around. It just has taken a blow. But this franchise has lasted since the '80s, so it'll be back. It'll be back. I'm sure.
They stood the test of time, audience.
Yeah. But that's all I can say. Add to this. Is there anything you want to say?
Not really. Pretty much all my thoughts on what happened with the downfall of the last movie was already made in other videos. So
our review, which you can find on the channel.
Yep. So, alrighty then. Move on.
Sonic.
Go ahead, Jake.
Yep, Sonic Movie 3 trailer is out, and this trailer was surprisingly legendary. For people who don't know my history with Sonic Adventure 2, which is what this game takes heavy inspiration from. Holy shit. When I was a kid, Sonic Adventure 2 it still is my favorite Sonic game. And I wouldn't even put that to nostalgia. I just think there's so many great things about that game, and I understand like where its flaws are, but I think there's a reason that when it comes down to it, it's the most iconic Sonic story. At the end of the day, Sonic Adventure 2 is a B-tier action movie with Sonic and his friends. And I think this movie, well, it doesn't really quite embrace that campiness, but it seems like it will embrace it as much as it can. Because we got a scene in this trailer that I did not think they would ever put in a live-action film, because it is kind of stupid, but it was so funny. It was so fun as a kid. When you get to see Eggman, Shadow, and Gerald blow up a chunk of the moon.
They made a Snapcube reference, y'all. They made a Snapcube reference.
It's not a
Snapcube. Hey, Jake, yeah. Kristen, let me have this, please, because I'm only going to be making Snapcube references from now on. Let me have this. Okay, that's my only exposure to Sonic besides Sonic Rush or what the fuck that game was for the DS.
Gotcha. I just want to ask Jake, how are you excited for this moon destruction situation when in the past we had several other properties do this whole destruction of the moon thing, and you reacted very badly to them.
In Sonic's universe, that has been a normal thing. The moon has.
Okay.
That was like day one when you're a child that blew up the moon. You're like, oh, wow.
Okay. So you hated it more specifically because Reed was involved in it. All right.
The Marvel universe is a more tangentially real universe than the Sonic universe.
Okay.
But no, it's still weird. No, but don't get me wrong. It's still weird because I accept that in the games, because the games are just like, it's like cartoony logic. But like in the movie, in a live action movie, and that's Earth, I'm like, I kind of hope there's like summer applications for that. That's kind of insane.
Also, seeing a Chow reference is cute as hell.
Yes, the Chow garden was also in here. It really. Oh, we also got some like really references that like game fans would know, but like Sonic, people would just not know. Like, there's a scene there's a TV spot that came out the day before. Sonic and his team has gotten his ass whooped by Shadow. Sonic falls to the ground in a particular way, and fans of the game Shadow the Hedgehog will know that that's from the opening cutscene where Sonic is weak for something we don't know, and he just passes out, and you see Shadow behind him. So there were like cute references like that. I like. We have Shadow with a gun, which everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Stuff like that. There's a lot of this. We have even references to things that just came out, like Shadow with Maria and the Starry Field, which is only a recently canon scene. So that was Maria. It seems like this movie is going to celebrate all of Shadow's history that it can in one movie. Like they're treating this like this is the last time you're going to see Shadow, which we know isn't true, but that's the way they seem to be writing it. We have, I'm not really sure how I feel about Gerald Robotnik. For people who don't know, Gerald's supposed to be dead in the game. Gerald died the same day, maybe the week after Maria did. And he was killed by an execution squad. Like, his blood was splattered on the walls, okay? So I don't know how I feel about him coming back, especially if he's just gonna act like Jim Carrey as well. I like Jim Carrey as Eggman, but only when he's acting like Eggman and not Jim Carrey. I think that's my problem. And if there's two of them, I don't really like it as much.
To add stock to your claim, I think this could have been a perfect opportunity to have had them bring in to portray a more proper Eggman, saying that was the original and Jim Carrey is a new breed.
That would have been cool too. You know what? Mm-hmm. Actually, that would have been dope, and I think I would have liked it a lot more. I think yeah.
It's kind of like something that the Flash did when they brought in Mark Hamill as what was it, the Trickster? Yeah. Representing he was the original Trickster, but then they decided to introduce his son, who was based off the New 52 Trickster. Like that.
Yeah, I think I actually would like that. Maybe I would actually give hope to that if they put that in the movie. But then there was the scene that I hope is not in the movie of Dr. Eggman going down the stairs, and then you see Gerald in a Santa outfit. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? This is
okay. That was a little bit bizarre to me. I'll admit that.
Yeah, because keep in mind the whole crux of this movie is Gerald and Shadow both trying to avenge a dead child. You know what I mean?
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Are you going to cheer in the theater when Maria dies?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Wow.
No, Cryptid, I don't think you understand. Everyone does it. No. It's a thing.
But jokes aside, I think that people kind of misinterpret why Sonic fans like that so much. And it's really just because if you break it down, it's the first time Sonic got real. If you had been playing Sonic, especially if you were older than me, Sonic has just been a cartoony story about a hedgehog fighting a overweight technological dictator who stuffs animals and robots, and when you hit them they pop out. It's always kind of been fun and lighthearted. And then Shadow comes along, and even though Knuckles has some tragedy to his backstory, and it wasn't like this. Shadow was more tangible. It was yeah, he's a government experiment, but his best friend was shot with a gun. You know what I mean? And that was just kind of a whoa. As a kid, you're just oh my god, what? It's a symbolic way of saying Sonic can have stories like these and it can still be Sonic. And that's why people put a lot of stock into Maria getting shot. It's not just they want to see a kid get shot. It's more because it means a lot for what Sonic stories can be. But yeah, it is funny. It is funny as well. So
we will be cheering in the theater, bestie. If I see the movie with my family and we see that scene where Maria dies, and they're gonna see me cheering, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Yeah. So that's why on Christmas Day I'm gonna be taking my family to go see Nosferatu instead of Sonic 3, so that I'm able to enjoy my time at Sonic with my giant Shadow the Hedgehog plushie.
No. How do we feel about Keanu Reeves as Shadow so far?
I get that. I have to get used to it.
I have no stock on Shadow being voiced by Keanu Reeves, so
okay. As someone who doesn't care, how do you feel about it?
Okay, I'm pretty sure they're gonna give a dark tone with Shadow, based on what it looks like in the trailer. So I'm in that bandwagon. All right, I'm in the Keanu Reeves train, Jake. So far,
I think I'm gonna have to listen to it more. I'm not as apprehensive about Keanu Reeves' Shadow because I think he could play a certain type of Shadow that I think he can play a certain type of Shadow. I don't know if he can capture the nuances of Shadow's voice. I think the first time you see Shadow, first voice actor he had, whose name escapes me at the moment, he was great. Because he captured that Shadow is naive, but he's also serious. You know what I mean? He's he captures the Shadow in a way that I feel was lost over time, and we only recently got back in the games. For people who have played Shadow Generations, the current voice actor, who I just found out recently, is actually the voice actor for Jin from Samurai Champloo. We have a comment here. Hi, Ethan Cornell.
Hello.
But
How art thou this evening?
yeah.
How do you feel about the latest Sonic trailer, Ethan?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. I think a lost thing about Shadow's voice that's only recently come back is just his naive but seriousness. I think only in Shadow Generations there's like the actor kind of gets it. There's like a line in that game that like it's so heartbreaking, but he like turns around and like I'm not gonna spoil where it came from, but it's like he's like, but you don't know what will happen, and it's such an iconic line because it's like you hear the heartbreak in Shadow's voice when he says it, which is like very important. So
it's
I guess what I want from
hyped as F.
I'm happy for you, man. Yeah, it's an exciting trailer. But I guess what I want from Keanu Reeves is just to be able to capture the naivety of Shadow, and not just the seriousness.
I have a question for you, Jake. In like say a post-credit scene or whatever, who would you want to see pull up?
Who I want is
whoever it is has to lead up to the Sonic 4 movie because that's something they announced as well.
I want Amy or Rouge personally, but like there's a lot of male energy here. I need some feminine energy over here.
I'm gonna answer Witcher's question, then go to the comment. Let's answer your question. I don't want Rouge in the post-credit scene. I think Rouge either should have been in this movie or she should be introduced in a spinoff. But she cannot lead a movie by herself unless if she's teasing something else.
What if it was like a Knuckles and Rouge?
If you get like Knuckles and Rouge, again, that'll be in a spinoff. I want to make that if I was to get people in seats, the person I would put in is like Blaze or Silver. But realistically speaking, I put in Silver because I think Blaze would just retread what we just saw with Knuckles and Shadow. So I don't want to see that again.
Okay. Also, did you see the merch that like say Regal Theaters is going to be doing? That you can get like certain popcorn buckets and like fleece blankets, and you can even get Funko Pops too. And I saw that, and I was like, "Why is Cream the rabbit here?"
I don't think Cream's gonna be. The Cream's it's gonna be like a cameo. I don't think she's actually gonna be.
No, because I think so too. I think it was just like random like Sonic merch. I don't think it's like actually anything serious.
Yeah, Ethan, you asked, do you know any characters in the trailers that are nerfed? I would say the only character that I see that is nerfed is Sonic, but I think it's just because, it could just be because he doesn't know how to fight Shadow yet. Sonic and Shadow, despite Shadow's new abilities that Sonic doesn't have, they're pretty much equal. I think Shadow might have slight edges over each other at any given moment, but seeing Shadow take on all three Sonic heroes at the same time is kind of like, I don't really know about that one. But I guess they will have a final fight. Ethan also says, I'd say Knuckles got nerfed so they can all three team. Do I feel that way? I don't know. Knuckles shouldn't really be able to beat Shadow. I know they only fought once in Archie and then it was inconclusive. But I feel like if Sonic and Knuckles teamed up on Shadow, yes, I guess that does make sense. Yeah, realistically, once they understand how Shadow fights, the two should be able to. They should be able to take them on together. I feel. I guess to an extent, you are correct, in my opinion. But yeah, we also got a scene from the Ark, which I thought they were going to cut corners on because I saw the TV spot it came from the ocean. But actually, we saw the Ark actually get to be in space, and yes, we mentioned earlier it did blow up the moon.
It pissed on the moon.
It pissed on the moon. But I will say this: it makes me wonder. Are we getting the Bio Lizard, which I think would be insane? For those who aren't in the know, the Bio Lizard is a giant lizard, the original version of Shadow the Hedgehog, the prototype, if you will. And he was unstable, so like Gerald put him away. In the game, he's supposed to be the personification of Gerald Robotnik's vengeance, basically. And his only mission is to carry the Ark to the Earth and crash that space station, crash that motherfucker in there, basically. So,
wow.
I'm not sure if we're gonna get that in this. That's kind of where I'm kind of interested. That would be a huge thing. Even says, in my opinion, if none of them have plot armor, Knuckles would do the most damage to Shadow. And the term, I guess, if you add the fact that he's supposed to be the most dangerous warrior in the galaxy in this timeline, I suppose. I just never thought of Knuckles as someone who was stronger than Shadow. I guess doing the most damage you could, I guess so, since he has more experience than Sonic. But I mean, Knuckles was kind of going back and forth with Sonic, who had no training. So I don't know. I see what you're saying, though. I can see that argument. I guess I'm trying to think of anything else we missed. The only thing I'm worried about in this trailer is really Gerald. I think seeing that one gag has me worried about the tone. I really don't want a scene like from the second movie where they have this gag that goes on for just way too long and just derails the whole tension of the scene. But outside of that, this movie looks hype as fuck. It looks like it's literally the SA2 adaptation that I think I've wanted since I was a kid, and that I thought I was never gonna get. So, yeah, I'm really excited. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap up with Ethan's last comment. People argue which has more strength. Knuckles has more physical strength, and Shadow has like more power. Let me think. Is that true? That sounds right. I would have.
Yeah, you gotta give Knuckles something at least, you know.
Yeah, I want to say that's true. Yeah, I want to say that's true. Yeah, I would agree. I would think Knuckles should be physically stronger. I mean, he has all his attribute points into it, but yeah, I guess I could give you that. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, is there anything in the trailer that you guys want to talk about that you highlight? I mean, Cryptid, you don't know jack shit about this, so like anything you like about it.
Hey, I'm just gonna enjoy seeing more Robotnik. And oh wait, didn't we see like that sister-in-law? She's apparently gonna be working for the military or something.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that.
Yeah. You see her in the military uniform. And I'm like, wait, how did she start working for the government? That fast?
I guess maybe because Gunn keeps tabs on the Wachowski family, so maybe that's how she got in.
Tevia, you don't know who Maria is?
I know. I think he's. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he gets it. No. I think maybe because Gunn keeps tabs on the Wachowski family, but that's about it. Ethan says, last thing, you think Knuckles with the Flame of Disaster makes Knuckles punches stronger? I think they definitely do. I mean, it's the power of Iblis, the god of destruction. I would imagine if they gave it to Knuckles, it would give him it would give him some form of power. But yeah, I think it'll make him stronger. I don't know how relevant it's going to be to the movie. Hopefully it is, because that was like the one takeaway from the Knuckles TV show. So hopefully he does get to use it, but I don't know. Tevia, thank you for reminding us. The reason she's a gun soldier is probably because her husband is a gun soldier. So, because in the second movie she got married to a gun soldier. So, yeah.
Don't you see, husband? You are not a gun soldier. We are a gun soldier. Like, I want her to pull an Iris West on him.
Ethan says, I see good talking, and I did sub and like later, man. It was nice talking to you, Ethan.
Nice talking to you. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. If you're still around, just know that I review the IDW Sonic comics when they come out, usually the Tuesday they come out. So, we also have a whole comic night for it. So, nice to see you here.
Cool.
Cool. Tevia asks, isn't Iblis from Sonic 06? Yes, that is true. Iblis is the god of destruction that was made in a lab by the people of Soliana. He was trapped in Elisa's body, and it would only be released if she cried, which is stupid as fuck, I know.
If she ate rocks, yes, I agree.
Yes, if she ate rocks, or she stubbed her toe, or her dad died in front of her, which happened shortly after, and if she cried, it was over. But he is from a now alternate timeline. But he's from a timeline that doesn't exist anymore, and oh boy, we got confirmation of that in the last game, didn't we? But yeah, he's from a timeline. Iblis is from a timeline that doesn't exist anymore. In this universe, in the movie universe, they made him from Sonic's universe. He is a godlike creature who Knuckles fought, I think, after he was the last of his kind, and he obtained a portion of his powers, basically, and he unlocked it in the Knuckles TV show. So, Yeah, Tevye knows what's up. He knows Mephiles the Dark, who doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
Me Files, yeah, I know who Me Files is.
Yeah, Tevye, I promise you, it's not as confusing as when you get into it. But yeah, I get why you feel that way. It was a whole thing. But yeah, But yeah, that was our Sonic discussion. Like I said, we'll be keeping tabs on it. I'll be watching this movie day one, and
I'll try to see it day one. It just depends on stuff.
Yeah. Gotcha. But alrighty then. I guess with that, we're done with the media news. Now we're going on to the comic news, audience. So, oh boy, this is a bit of a doozy, audience. Who wants to announce this one?
Oh, I thought.
Okay. I'll announce it. Dan Slott going to DC rumors. Yeah, I've been trying to look more into this, and what it kind of sounds like it is that Dan Slott's exclusive contract with Marvel might be reaching its end. Not to say that Marvel's okay, your contract's over, get the beep out of here. No, it's just that he no longer might exclusively need to only write for Marvel. So if he wanted to, let's say, branch off to other works, it's on the table, But I think it's just going to be weird for a lot of people because Dan Slott's one of those writers that everybody just heavily emphasizes him with a specific brand in comics, in this case being Marvel. Much like how Brian Michael Bendis for years was exclusively a Marvel guy, But
yeah,
again, when you're writing comics for over 2 decades now in the same industry, I can imagine you kind of might want to feel bored at a certain point with playing with the same toys you've already played with. So I guess Dan might just look at this and say, let me play with a whole new set of toy boxes, So yeah.
I just hope he doesn't come in and ruin things like Bendis did when he came to DC.
Ooh, I heard the pettiness.
Yep.
We had a whole Jonathan Kent because of this man. I'm just saying,
Yeah. That's it was a mortal blow, which when Bendis was on DC, or especially since everybody's he should be writing street level heroes like Batman. Why do you immediately get the head honcho Superman?
Yeah, it was crazy because I think everyone at the time felt like if he and Tom King had switched places, the both books would be in a better place.
Yeah, pretty much. But in terms of Dan Slott going to DC, I guess he would want to aim for the biggest prize of all right off the bat, which would be Superman. The DC will be like, wouldn't you want to sell for a plastic man? Oh, no. Give me Superman. I want the big guy.
DC just needs to say stop. No, we have an initiative right now. If you can't play ball, then get out. That's... I don't know why that's so hard for them to
do. I know. But Dan Slott's made a name for himself in the comic industry, for better or for worse, So,
I suppose.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what a Dan Slott flavor of Superman would look like, to be honest.
I'm just more worried that he's going to break up Lois and Clark.
Oh no, he's going to do the one more. He would be the type to do the one more day to Superman and Lois.
I don't know why they would do Dan Slott. He's notoriously known for not giving a fuck about what everybody else is doing in this industry.
Yep.
So I don't know why the DC is a whole big initiative they're doing right now, and I can already see Dan Slott being like, well, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I don't. I wouldn't even bring him on board really. You can come on after the next crisis. How about that? We'll give you a spot. Right there.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. But what book would you guys want to put him in?
Not right now. Nothing. Again, because there's an initiative going on, and he's not going to play ball with anything. So I wouldn't. I don't want him on the team.
Yeah. I would want to put him on Flash just to see what he would do with him, because what's Flash doing? What's the Flash family doing right now anyway?
Yeah. Unless at the end of it, The editors have to hold them to the fire, I guess. But maybe I guess that's fine.
They'll be like, okay, we're not Marvel. We're not going to put up with your BS, Dan. Come on.
Yeah.
You know?
I need that level of like.
Yeah.
Dan, you can't just do whatever you want. It's
yeah.
You gotta,
yeah. We said we needed these. We needed this script done on the 15th. You're giving it to us on the 14th, Dan. You know. So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, hey, I remember once upon a time, nobody expected Bendis to go over to DC, but then look what happened, you know? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
all right. I guess with that we can move on. Tevi, I'm surprised you're really silent during this, man.
Because he doesn't give a fuck about him, bro.
No, he knows who Stan Slott is. He has a whole history of him.
Does he care though? But
oh, I know he cares about Lois Lane and Superman. So gotcha. All right. I guess with that we can move on.
Oh, an Austin topic. That's interesting.
Dang. You want to hold this off for another night because he has more to talk about this than I.
Well, for people, just to announce it, just to say we tried. Thor's son has. I don't know the context. I can't tell to you. So
Thor has a son.
Yeah.
I know in the mythology he has 2 sons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is one of them.
Yeah. But let's save it for a night when Austin actually comes back. So, all right. I guess with that, let's move on to the one afterwards. And I got this one. I hope I'm pronouncing this name right, but Josiah X will return in Sam Wilson's Captain America book. Okay, Josiah X. How can I explain who this character is? You guys remember when I told you about what went on with Puzzle Man when Dan Slott was writing him in Spider-Boy? How like there were some legal issues to the original Puzzle Man that prevented them from using him in comics much. So they decided to like create a new version of Puzzle Man so that they can use him in comics, you know? With Josiah X, I kind of see something similar to that because we all are aware about like legal issues when it comes to Isaiah Bradley, right? You know, that's which actually branched off to Eli Bradley, which is why you don't see much of him, right? So what DC ended up doing was, well, you know, they wrote a story saying that since Captain America was considered killed in action, and they have Isaiah at their disposal, they decided let's use his DNA to fodder children, and Josiah X ended up being the one survivor of that. They used his DNA to create a child, which ended up being Josiah X.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's Marvel's way of being able to use an Isaiah Bradley stand-in, but without having to use Isaiah Bradley. You know?
Yeah, I guess. So how do you feel about it?
Like I'm okay with Josiah coming back, but my real issue is like now you know, we always had this like little fun segment about like, you know, pointing out this whole Wakandan barbecue thing that Marvel's doing, right? But now I'm like, oh my god, this book. Keep in mind, Sam Wilson's Captain America's book is only a miniseries, and it seems like all the characters that the writers want to introduce are all of one specific community. You know. Keep in mind, first issue, of course, this book's going to be about Sam, which it should. Then we're going to have Isaiah Bradley have a heavy presence in this book. Eli Bradley, okay. War Machine, okay. Storm, they just recently patched things up, her and Sam. And now Josiah? Josiah? Like, come on, really? Is Joaquin gonna have any influence in this book? He's gonna be in an upcoming Marvel movie. Marvel, come on, you know.
Well, are we gonna get Ray Sean at this point? Who aren't we gonna?
You might as well.
We just got more Cap lore in one of the books I'm reading.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I kind of feel like it would be insulting if the writers don't even put in Battlestar in this book. You know, like,
I thought
come on.
Battlestar was dead.
Nah, he's not dead. He just got his arm broken by U.S. agent. The other U.S. agent, not John Walker. All right, well, I just want to bring that up. You know. Okay. The one that was of the same community as Battlestar, who hated him because he hates problematic people in the community. Yeah. So, alrighty. I mean, this is what it is. For all you Josiah X fans out there, I hope you're going to read Sam Wilson's Captain America book. So, all right. Okay, I guess with that we
Like
can
the
move on.
three fans.
I know. All the love just goes to his dad, Isaiah, you know? So, all right. Let's move on to the next one, Jake.
Yeah. What is this? Where did this come from? Did I put this here?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So, want to read the topic, Jake?
What is it? I even.
Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic Four's next wave of variant covers.
So
yeah. Because we're in a variant cover buffet era audience. So now Marvel's like, you know what? Let's just make variant covers of Fantastic Four posing in the most iconic covers of Marvel. You know?
Well,
why not?
Sure.
Does anybody care to see Invisible Woman posing in Wolverine's iconic cover?
Do you have it?
Time with covers.
Mm-hmm. This year is just one of the covers. I'm not posting all those here, man. You know, there's too many. Hey, does anybody want to see the Fantastic?
I have a question.
Yeah.
If we to have like a thing of variant covers, what would you want on the variant covers? Because I know what I would want.
I guess for me the theme will be, you know what? Do it for the spring and summer. Say the swimsuit variants. You know, those tend to sell. Those tend to sell well, audience. So yeah.
That sells apparently.
What will you choose? Which? And you can't choose my pick.
No, because that was already my pick.
Okay.
Because if we, I know one of my mutuals on Twitter, she wanted a hip hop variant.
Marvel did like 2 different eras of that, I recall. Yeah, 2 different versions of hip hop variants where Marvel Comics were like, let's make variant covers of iconic hip covers for hip hop albums. Yeah.
I don't know. As long as I get my future swimsuits, I'm good.
Jake, what would you like to see in the next wave of variants, man?
I don't usually look at variants. I guess I don't know. You could do Wolverine versus Hulk cover, but have it be the Thing instead of Hulk. I guess
it's fun. I guess funny enough, Jake. I'm pretty sure that's one of the variants for this wave right here. So yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm a Marvel editor already.
Gotcha. Marvel. Hey, just okay. Let me throw one out there. Just have Doctor Doom versions of every Marvel superhero and villain. You know. I know Angel's going to be is going to be on Team Doom. Yeah, we already saw a glimpse of him. He's wearing the Doom mask. Yep. Hey, and in his defense, which I'm pretty sure he'll say, "Hey, at least this is better than Apocalypse." All right, you know. So, all right then. Nothing much really to talk about here, so I guess we can move on. Go ahead, Jake. Next one.
That's for the variants one. This is yours, though.
This one. Okay. Deadpool and Miles Morales Pools of Blood crossover announced. This should come as no surprise to anybody since, the current run of Deadpool and Miles Morales are written by the same writer, Cody Sinclair. You know? So, But I will give him props. This kind of does feel like a good premise. Yeah, I can imagine Deadpool coming up to Miles saying, "Hey, Miles, so I hear my daughter has a thing for you. Care for a garlic bread?" Yeah. I just want to see Miles just having to react until explain to Deadpool. Look, I have nothing going on with your daughter, Mr. Wilson, all right? So, because, of course, Deadpool will probably use this opportunity to be the shotgun dad. Yeah, just because I have a shotgun pointed at you, Miles, doesn't mean I want you dating my daughter, But no, let me see if I can read the premise of this crossover specifically. How do you guys feel about this?
I have no vested interest in this. To be fair, I mean, I guess it could be funny, but I don't know. I would need.
Keep in mind, this is Miles at his all-time OP-ness right now.
Yeah, yeah. Even though people act like it's not Spider-Man with like 60 different powers, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just enjoy hearing you talk about it on Tuesdays.
Gotcha. Let's see. Let me read it. Okay, so Deadpool and his daughter embark on their first major job to take out Spider-Man. And it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Or at least they do if they want to get paid. I can just imagine this cover right here, right? Miles, Deadpool's aiming for Spider-Man, and then Ellie's just like saying, "No, Dad, I love him,"
Father, I love him.
Yeah, you don't know what love is, child. You think the other Spider-Man returned my love to him? No.
Oh, that's why he doesn't swing that way.
Oh wow, yeah. All the cheesy father-daughter antics going on here, And then Miles is like, "Look, I don't even know this chick, all right?" So yeah, it's a gold mine of just fun quips at the end of the day, audience, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's see what happens. And to see how Deadpool manages threatened this version of Miles, since he's as powerful as he'll ever be now.
Yes.
So yeah.
But if Miles actually can't low diff Deadpool with what he has, he's kind of a trash Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say.
Oh man. Again, the way it sounds like this is going to be a British audience is the way it should be, where like Deadpool is in an event to himself, and somehow Miles is forced to be part of this event. So hey, it happened with Deadpool. You guys remember that nasty divorce Deadpool had with his wife Shikla? Well, guess what? Oh, okay. Yeah, which, funny enough, Marvel decided to make a crossover event with Deadpool's divorce.
It's more sad, to be honest with you.
I know. And poor Spider-Man, he's like, but I have nothing to do with this. Why am I getting a tie into this weirdo right here? So yeah. But it's okay, which Deadpool did end up giving Spider-Man did, by the end, give Deadpool a hug. Come here, you. As well as a bill for all the collateral damages this event caused Parker Industries.
Because he had a company at the time. Okay.
So, yeah, that's really it. Can't wait to see what happens. So, all right then. Yeah, we're going through these really fast. So.
Don't say that, Chris. You know what happens every time you say that.
I haven't said that in a long while, to be fair. So. All right, let's go on to the next one. Go ahead, somebody besides me announce this.
Luke Cage in the new Ultimate Universe.
Luke Cage with hair is possibly the most important thing since the Sonic Movie 3 trailer that we have on this list.
Yep. I just like how that's the only visual thing different about this version of Luke Cage, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, how else are you going to make him ultimate irrelevant?
Make him different.
Yeah.
Hey, wouldn't 616 Luke Cage be considered ultimate since he's mayor right now?
No, he's just what we expect of Luke Cage. This is the ultimate Luke Cage, okay?
Was Luke Cage in 1610? I can't remember.
No, he wasn't actually.
I
don't think so.
He's in the cartoon show.
I want to look it up real quick. Hold on.
He's an
ultimate. About Luke Cage's hair while I look this up.
He's an Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon show.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember Ultimate Iron Fist, and he didn't have Luke Cage with him, so yeah. I guess Luke Cage did not pop up in Ultimates, I guess.
Well, give me a second.
Go for it, man.
Because I'm doing research.
Okay.
He was in Days of Past as like a cameo. He was in 1610.
Oh, really? Okay.
He went by Power Man, and he had a weird suit.
Yeah,
wow,
of course.
he has a weird suit? That's kind of offensive.
No, wait. Let me send you a screenshot real quick. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Wow. And
which is all
guys.
What's up?
Guys, his appearance in Ultimates will be in February. I wonder why, audience, you know?
Okay. Well, wait, what's in February?
My birthday.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just sent the picture.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like he's wearing a corset, which, like that bomb layer armor of him.
Yeah, it's weird. So basically, it says we don't get much of him, but it says that Power Man is a non-powered member of the Defenders, a wannabe superhero team with little or no powers. Most of the members seem to only be in it for the fame. He was later given actual powers by Loki, which he used to fight against and ambush the Ultimates.
Oh, I remember the Ultimate Defenders. Yeah, they were led by basically cosplayers, audience. So wow. Yep. Their most high profile team member was Hank Pym.
Also in Earth 8311, which is where Peter Porker is from. Do you want to guess what animal Luke Cage is?
Ooh, let's see. Rhino? Armadillo.
No.
What is it?
He's a mongoose.
That would have been my 7th guess. So.
I'm so glad that's what you said, Rich. I'm very glad that's what you said.
No, because literally, like, if you go in the Marvel database right now, like, next to that one is him from the Marvel Apes universe. And I am not kidding. He was also in Earth X as a cop, which, what the hell, man?
Gotcha. Yeah, but anyway, in terms of what we know of this version of Luke Cage, looks like he's going to be spending a lot more time. He was spending a lot more time in jail than his 616 counterpart. So, yeah, that's basically all we know. So.
Also, don't worry, besties. We got the Power Girl from that one What If comic.
But alright then. I guess with that we can move on.
Yeah, we can to our next one.
Predator versus Spider-Man announced, audience.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, another Spider-Man book, just what we need, right, audience? No. But yeah, this is coming off the heels of, remember, we first had Wolverine versus Predator, then we currently have Black Panther versus Predator, and now we're going to get Spider-Man versus Predator. And y'all know what the first two versus comics had in common, audience? The writers wanted to to subtly implement something of a predator into the mythos of and history of his opponent. In the in the Wolverine versus Predator series, they stated that you remember that like little headgear that Wolverine had when he was Weapon X? They said that was actually based on the helmet of Predator. And then going on to the Black Panther book, they stated that cloaking technology that was surrounding Wakanda, yeah, that was actually based on Predator's invisibility tech. So now all that's left to determine now is, okay, so what are they going to add Predator's background to in Spider-Man's lore? You know?
He made the first web shooter.
Also,
man.
I found out that Cage is in Disney Infinity, if anyone was not curious.
Cool. You know, Jake, that actually kind of makes sense because remember one of Predator's gadgets? He shoots a net.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Remember?
I guess so.
Oh no, you could go on. You could go on and say that the face in Green Goblin's glider was actually based on the Predator this whole time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, something to that effect. But yeah, Predator going up against Spider-Man, I don't think much of us were really expecting that, but hey, is what it is. Y'all didn't. Go ahead, Jake.
I guess you could also fight Kraven on the way.
There you go. You know, I mean, yeah, y'all didn't think Predator stood a chance against Black Panther, but hey, he seems to be more than holding his own. You know, so all right, yeah.
Well,
Yes, with that.
That's right, isn't that it? Because didn't we already talk about? Yeah.
We went through
go.
all these pretty fast, but in our defense, I think Austin would have given a lot more insight to.
These are a lot of supposed to be like Cryptid and Austin carrying, but Austin isn't here, so I blame him. So it is.
Yeah.
Everyone blame Austin in the comment section below. Be like, boo, you lame.
Yeah, if you made this far, blame
Austin. Audience, go to your nearest brick wall and punch it repeatedly to let out some anger.
Until the calluses show up. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, yeah. There you go. We're still new to this. Okay. Yeah, that's our episode. You know, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Explain to everyone in the comments that brick walls are fraudulent and they deserve to be punished. Okay. And tomorrow we'll be doing our comics reviews.
Stay tuned to all my Young Avengers, not Young Avengers fans, but if you are a Young Avengers fan, go read the new Avengers Academy. I will be talking about that tomorrow. 2 issues.
Yes. We have some exciting ongoing stuff like we got our Young Avengers,
I meant Avengers Academy. I'm tired.
Avengers, what was I saying? Young Avengers, Avengers Academy.
Young Avengers.
Our Ultimate Spider-Man discussion audience, the best of the Ultimate books.
So. Yes. As is per tradition, per Ultimate Universe.
Talk about Spider-Man book, or else it's gonna kill us.
Yes, but So go check us out tomorrow, and don't forget to subscribe today.
And turn on and interact with the video. Even a dislike gives us engagement.
It's true. But if you dislike us, tell us why, or we will find you. But yeah,
do you find Austin annoying for not being here all the time?
It's true. And so with that said, we're heading out. So bye.
Bye.